And I can hear myself, which is disgusting. Nobody wants that. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi. Give me a minute to log into Twitter. I had to just go through the relatable problem of replacing the batteries on my Magic Trackpad. Oh yeah. I bought it because I thought it'd be cool. And it's really just awful. I mean, it's not awful, it's just so much less convenient than any kind of normal mouse. Hello, everybody. Hi. OMG WTF, I just got on, said Sophia. Oh, Jesus bloody, that was... You literally have two outfits. Do I literally have two outfits? Oh no. I literally only own 2 items of clothing. My tragic life. I bet I should buy some more. Hello. I can tweet this now because I logged in. Go me! This room is so dark. Okay, let's give it a click and see if it works. Okay, here we go. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Welcome to the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hello, show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to... R.I.P. headphone losers. I mean... It's stopped. It's safe. You can live. It's... Chill. Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Interactive experience. Tell me how you feel right now. I just like to know these things. For example, Trash said lust for cynicism. Nikki Z said like vomit. Zaz said Natalie, nice. Dogs said paranoid youth. Really sad / sick said somebody, oh my. Horrible said potatoes. Daddy said Robin. Sunny said Lily. Dead inside said fancy cup of tea. Whisk said about 20 people. Thanks for that. Liver Perry says llamas in caps lock. And so much life ahead of you. That's only going to get more and more exhausting. Dying of laughter said Jenna Nelson. Really? I don't think I'm that entertaining. Memes get Snapchat. Happy and Abby is feeling poopy. No, it's Anahita, that Maddie Dog, Anna Brogan, Nicole Dumas, and Emma Soul. Hi. High five. Did you see what I did there? Rate all the songs off Melissa. I will do that. Flicker Howl. Don't you worry. We'll get to that. Psycho Howl to say. There were some videos uploaded to the internet. Did anybody watch them? A new video last night. A collaboration with Tyler Oakley. And he did one as well with me on his channel. And it was some good times. And I was one of them. So that was fun. And why not make a video when he comes to visit you? So that was funny. And I made a video with him playing a game, creepy YouTube fan. Not that there's anything wrong with being a creepy YouTube fan, but it's a real thing. And each of us qualified for them in many ways. Whisks, said people. Yes, Whisk, thank you. Thank you for all talking about the Whisk. How was your hand, said Florencia. Yeah, so, spoilers, if you haven't seen the video with Tyler Oakley, okay, I'm flagging that up now. That was your warning. So I ain't seeing no complaining, right? I've told you. So, we played the game, and we both supposedly lost. So Tyler came to our house and apparently been like walking around with this like, it's like an actual medical device. It's not like a little prank thing that you buzz when you want to handshake someone. It's like a real thing that you can turn up to a dangerous medical... Put a finger down and then he put all of his fingers back up again and then he went back to the position he was in before, leaving one of his muted for no reason. which is really great because really painful, like getting an injection from a syringe or something, but like it like that's quite fun. I admit, well, 2 things happened as a result of that. We talked about the word banana, which was the lolzor, and then afterwards, you know, he tweeted me saying banana, and then I made a joke in the video, and I was very sad. I actually spent 3 minutes making something on Photoshop just to tweet him as a John Green reference. And then I got tweeted by John Green after the video saying, I feel honoured. And I was like, wait a minute, did he see that little image I made referring to the banana joke? That certainly touched John Green's... John Green knows that he actually watched it. Okay, there we go. So that was a thing. Sorry, John, obviously. He said he feels honoured on Twitter, but how does he feel in real life? I don't... It wasn't... Guys, yeah, that's gonna... Banana is the new Whisk. It's not... Nothing will ever be the new Whisk, because nothing could possibly have come from a darker place as Whisk. I think that's safe to believe. And wow, that's a lot. Christina Smile says, Dan, can you read sheet music? No. I can read it and really slowly annotate it with the letters of the notes and then spend hours practicing and play, which is the dream. TBH. And also, I was filming the video, and because I hadn't heard any of these before, thanks Phil for making them, done it creepily without ever telling them and just like kept it for my own personal use, so I don't think that's no, but after, now with consent that I took the photos. I did take the photos without them knowing that I took the photos, so that was, you know, I'm definitely a finger down for that one. But then if Tyler didn't cheat, then we would have both been electrocuted anyway. So, did I say Connor? Sorry, I meant Casper. I'm just... There we go. Did you guys see that? Connor's video, he used a little... It was, you know, suffering for our art. Was it art? I don't really... What the hell I'm going to make a video about on YouTube. And I don't think that I am a great example of that perfectly all the time. But at least as to, you know, whatever level I actually managed to achieve talking about stuff and, like, doing things, you know. So when you need to do, like, a thing, what the idea is, as long as it's entertaining. Because much like... Because there's other Cards Against Humanity video that I made with him last year. I think you guys remember... I felt kind of bad about the fact that we just played Cards Against Humanity, because to me that's like, ugh, like that, I didn't, you know, I just played a thing on Down Is Not On Fire, but so entertaining. Just cram something into it. Whisks, obviously, yeah. Art is whisk. Any tips for the first day of college, says Anahita. If that's American college... as long as it's funny, it's fine. As long as you like the video, as long as it's funny, it's fine. Aw, thanks, guys. Okay, yeah, tips. Be really social. Try to find people on the internet or, like, in societies that you can sign up to that share the same interests as you, just in case you actually want to go to them. Are you most proud of? I would say, out of the videos I've made in 2015, worked on for a long time, thinking about what I wanted to talk about and how, and everything I wanted to do, and I thought it was a book trailer that I conceived, and it's you know, you can look at various videos I've made. The Photo Booth Challenge, probably the funniest video I've ever made. The Internet Is Mean is probably like the nicest, you know, it's up there in like the good videos, you know, moral good. Daniel Piano, no. Daniel Piano, hey Dan, how was Summer in the City? At the same time that Vic, with the Dill in a panda suit as her profile picture, sends me a message saying, hey Dan, how's... Just the name for all the YouTubers in the UK, hanging out in a field, and has now grown into something much more glorious and important and amazing. Very proud of all the people that run Summer in the City, because they were just YouTubers back in England 10 years ago, and now all they do with their entire lives is sweat and blood into making this really great weekend for everybody. And it's definitely improved, because, I mean, they didn't come into it as a giant corporation like VidCon or Playlist did. It was really just like meet up on the Saturday. It was just so fun. It was one of the most blissful and enjoyable meetups I've ever had. I don't know why in particular, just any irrelevant tangent in a video, it just gets included. The thing is with bloopers, is like, definitely. Nina Kitty says, I hope you're having a great day. Thank you, Nina Kitty. I think Nicola B says, the game, thank you. I'm sure we all appreciate that. Any funny moments from Summer in the City? There were loads of Pikachus walking around. It was really weird. Kind of. There were loads of people. Tiny, small, said Amazing Jenna. I'd like to think I'd try to save anybody in the house, unless they were, you know, objectively really evil, so that they can, you know, have a fair trial and go through the criminal justice system, or maybe get rehabilitated? Or would you leave the cannibal in the fiery house? Those are the questions. Sometimes the things I blog on Tumblr are just meaningless, aesthetic shitposting. A cannibal in the same house as you, and how did it get on fire? Many questions to do with that. Are you satisfied with your video idea? Well, for the Never Have I Ever? Yeah, I thought it was good. Did you like Well, where we played the 7-second challenge app? That was funny. That was very funny. I enjoyed that video quite a lot. I did... you may have noticed I had a hand in the making of it, you could say. But, you know, that's because he volunteered to promo our app. So that's fine. It looks good, doesn't it? It's like the video I made with Phil. Shall P in the chat. No. What is with the flower on Tumblr? You know, there is the aesthetic theme. It has to look beautiful and follow the theme. That's how you do it, you know. Like most of the things in that legendary collab that I made with Louise. Hello, Darla. What's it like voicing cheese? Said Mary H. Yes. Oscar's holding them. It's pretty funny, wasn't it? It's a good game. It's a fun game. Get it now. We're talking to people about the Android. Says you're hot, says Vicky WTF. Hello, Vicky WTF's mum. Ka-ching. Favourite Marvel movie, said Sylvie. Either the Avengers, just because I like that actually happened. Like, all of these superheroes that had all of their... It's just like, sometimes I don't understand this kiss thing everyone's talking about. I reported some neon lights on Tumblr. That was just aesthetic, I'm sorry. Unless you want to wear a tinfoil hat, in which case, go for it. I'm not gonna knock your baked potato time. Yeah, the Avengers actually... America 2 was just so good! It was so good. It was good. It wasn't as good, I didn't think. Can you please fix your bed, please? It's bugging me. No! Do Obama. Yep, saw that. Fight me in Vienna. Sounds like a plan. Listen to... Okay. Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy was good. How was meeting yourself? Oh, yeah. Yeah, our book publisher people were at Summer City doing some promo for the amazing Book Is Not on Fire. And as part of that, they were like, we're going to make some cardboard cutouts, because that's a thing that you do for books sometimes. And I was like, whoa, stop. You to scale. So we're going to make them both 6'2". But then what they didn't realize was it was 6'2" plus stand. So the cardboard cutouts of us holding the books at VidCon, at Summer City, were like 6'6". They were quite terrifying. So now that I know what it's like to meet an averagely heighted person and meet myself in many ways. But yeah. Opinions on Modern Family, said Rachel Wilson. My opinion is it's a really good show. I have the whole thing on Blu-ray. Darla said, hi, hello. Roller skating while watching you, RIP. Don't do that, Neon Halter. You will die. I really need a haircut. This is quite terrible. It's awful. Look at that. It's so big. It needs to go. Goodbye. Not shaved, no. Have you ever played Dragon Age? Yes. Have you? Whisk, whisk, whisk. Thanks, Lexi. I got my wisdom teeth out today. Help. Good luck with that, Broken Halter. Film it so you can do a David at the Dentist. Heyo, Netflix and chill. Oi. Dan. Hello, Darla. Thoughts on High by the Beach? I know you guys said this. High by the Beach. It's not as good as Honeymoon. It's like, because Honeymoon, it went like, because you know how Lana Del Rey is like half retro pastiche, half like modern vibes of all the genres she's a part of. Honeymoon was just like really old school, and it was so good, and it was awesome and beautiful. High by the Beach was a lot more modern, and I felt like, I don't know, like, just like, yeah, high by the beach, yeah, high by the beach, yeah. It was enjoyable, but not as amazing as Honeymoon to me, but still enjoyable, so please, Lana stans, Don't stab me. There we go. Please fix your duvet, says Brania West. I'm so sorry. Oh dear. Do you like Tyler's tattoo? His owl tattoo? Yes, indeedykins. I didn't see it IRL because he came to my house before he got it. But I saw it and I like it. I think it's pretty good. Someone else that got a tattoo that I saw is Kat Riffick, who stayed with me and Phil for a few days prior to Summer in the City. And she's got a pretty awesome tattoo on her arm, which was fun. We went to a magic show in London, which was cool. We have a friend called Chris Cox, great name, who works at Radio 1, and he's also a magician, which is just a good thing. It's like, hi, so I work at the BBC, and I'm a magician, and he is currently in a West End show called Impossible, and he got us tickets to go watch it, so I went to go see some magic, which was pretty awesome. So we got to see a whole bunch of people getting teleported from sides of stages, and card magic, and mind reading. It was a fun evening for defo. How do you feel about mayo? It's my condiment of choice. Yeah, did you get called on? I was very adamant that I wanted him to get us seats that were in the way too far away to get audience participated. I was so afraid. There was a lot of audience participation in that. Did my shoe just fall over? Poltergeist. Thanks to the person in the chat that pointed that out. It's a magic show, so they were getting volunteers on the stage, reading the minds, teleporting them, sawing people in half. It was, yeah, man, crazy. And I just spent the whole time freaking out, obviously, because I was like, if I get picked, I'm going to die. You don't understand. I'm actually going to die. You don't understand. Like, actually, everyone's talking about Edgar and Maya. Yeah. When did I go? Was it yesterday? I have no concept of space or time. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I went to go visit PewDiePie and Marzia. I went to go hang out with them, which was fun. Yay, friends. It's nice to actually socialize with people. It's because he invited us. I didn't instigate it because I'm too scared to ever invite myself or to instigate any kind of social occasion. I just kind of feel too afraid to interact with the friends that I could make and then complain to myself internally that I don't have any. It was 2 days ago. What happened yesterday? Oh, I uploaded videos. That's what happened yesterday. Yeah, good pugs. Amazing pugs. I've met them before because I went to visit them with Anthony like a year ago. But amazing. Maya is probably the best dog in the entire world. So funny and tiny and very cute. Had a good time. There is a rainbow circle on your wall. Is there? Is there a trick of the light? How's that happening? Is it there? Oh yeah, I can kind of see that. But New Dill, maybe, said Beth, after something else. Who knows? Please tell us 2 casual Dan facts. I am not wearing socks right now. And I'm not wearing a t-shirt under this jumper. There we go. It looks like I am. It just has layers. There we go. How was the shocker thing, said Vic. It was disgusting. It was truly horrifying. Show me your feet, says everybody in the chat. No, that's creepy. Everyone's on about the important video. That was the 7-second challenge, obviously. Don't be daft. Way to, you know, make YouTubers worry about every... Did I just flip sides? Did I just flip? Or was that just me? Did I just flip? Did I just flip? Or am I just seeing that? You now, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Okay, no one in the chat is talking about... No. Okay, wow. Wow. Interesting. Right, well, my vision of myself just flipped around. But now it's the way that I like it to be. So that's... so that's good. But notice me, Senpai. Hello, Maria17. How are you? The shock fic. Is that a thing now? Okay. Do I want to know? No. Where did the pads go? Pow, pow, pow! Nice gif with the meme glasses, said Tommy. And the meme, the meme glasses. Do you mean the deal with it glasses? Yeah, the book promo gifs. That's have you enjoyed those? I think they're pretty funny. I'm enjoying those. With the little moving rocket and the meme glasses falling down onto us. Good times. Ba, 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 ba. And Maddie Dog is still number 1. Shout out to you, Maddie Dog. Who is that? A photo of us in our Pac-Man t-shirts as your display picture. Hello. Hello from Mia and Julian. Hello to them. Happy birthday, Megan. Have you ever been to Wales? Said Abigail. Yes, when I was young. Did Finn Harris notice the story he told with Louise? I don't know, which is what made me question whether John Green would ever find out. I don't know. Probably. But don't blame him for deleting my phone number if he did watch that video. TBH. When I was a young boy, said Basic Page. That's an alright song, isn't it? What team are we? Said Lizzie. Wildcats. Is that the answer to that question? Would you ever dye your hair a random colour? I don't think so. I quite like boring brown. IDKBU. What do you think? Bright pink? Ha ha ha. Yes, said Alex. Do you, Jesus Christ, just get a dog? One day, Rebecca. One day. When are the competition winners going to be announced? Soon. We were just waiting for Martin, Phil's bro, to come back from Summer in the City to send the merch. Because that was the prize. Dye your hair red. That would be disgusting. What a terrible idea. You should come to Fairbanks. Have you seen Paper Towns? Yes. You'd suit red hair? No. Get a dog? Soon. Do you listen to Lord? Yes. Watch Supernatural? Okay. He can't ruin his aesthetic? Yeah. No, that would... Dye it streaks of red. Jesus, Llama April. It's not 2004. Do you like tomatoes? Lexi, that's a complicated one. I don't like raw tomatoes. I like tomato soup, tomato ketchup, sun-dried tomatoes, bolognese sauce, but I don't like tomato juice or raw tomato slices. I guess they taste very different in all the different tomato forms that can exist in this world. What do you think about the concept? Oh. Was that supposed to end somewhere, Elena? Soz. What is up? Not much. Just chillin' in Mahizzle. Dogs, are you kidding me? I'm not kidding you. I'm incredibly serious. Favorite 3 animes? That's a tough one. Full Metal Alchemist, Sword Art Online, and Your Lie in April. There we go. I did it. Maybe. I feel like Full Metal Alchemist has to be up there. I feel like... I mean, what are you going to say out of Attack on Titan versus Tokyo Ghoul versus Death Note versus Sword Art? I feel like I really, really loved Sword Art. Freeze top 5. If you said top 5, I maybe would have put it in top 5. Because the thing is, like, you're talking about Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist, Evangelion. Jesus, there's so many... Cowboy Bebop. What? Who knows? So Sword Art, I feel incredibly emotionally attached to Sword Art Online, but it's objectively worse than Cowboy Bebop and probably Evangelion. I'm very emotionally attached to Evangelion, Shinji. Yeah. Wow. So many good animes, so little time. I need to get back on the animes. We've really, as I said, we overdosed pre-Japan, and we've been watching Food Wars, we've been watching a couple ones, we caught up with Tokyo Ghoul in Season 2, but we need to get back on the weeb train for Defo, otherwise I should just burn this sweater. Have you seen SAO 2? I didn't like it very much. SAO 2 was awful. Jimmy's rustling, ooh, I can hear them out there It was the perfect example of when people that make shows for animes only think it's ever going to last for one season, and then when they get commissioned for another one, they have no idea what they're doing, and it's terrible, and it's filled with awful fan service and problematic Japanese middle-aged men writing. It might as well not exist. It could go straight from SAO 1 to Gun Gale Online, and it would have made perfect sense because it actually continues it with the Laughing Coffin and stuff, and then gone straight into the next arc with the girl with the purple hair, which was really amazing. Her Mother's Rosary, what was it called? That was really good. You know, way to make Asuna look like a good character that's more than just a tentacle victim. You should go to Philadelphia. That's very specific. Will you come to Romania or Bulgaria? One day, I would like to go to all the place. I have no idea what you're talking about. Tanya, you just need to let your life get ruined by anime. And then you'll know what I'm talking about. Play Skate 3. Very specific. How do you like FKA Twigs' new video? Do you want to talk about music quickly? ILY Dan, don't swear on tour. That's a conversation I need to have with myself. Let's talk about music. So, I'm going to talk about the kind of music that I like for a bit. FKA Twigs. One of my, if not my favourite musical artist at the moment. Like right now, new music, probably just the best. FKA Twigs, female singer, post R&B, experimental, like modern Bjork, you could say. Incredible. Has just released her new EP, and it's pretty incredible. It's amazing. I've been looking for a version of Glass and Patron that I could actually buy and listen to on my phone for months, so I'm so happy that this has finally come out, and it's got a whole bunch of other incredible... It's just so much better than a huge majority of the music being made by most of the people attempting to make music that are currently alive at the moment. It's right at the very top. It's so good. Wow. Someone asked me to rate them. Okay, I'm not going to rate them with numbers because I don't believe in that. I don't think that that's a... I can't commit to that. Figure 8. Amazing. Love it. Powerful. I'm just going to... I've got it written down. Did I? No. Oh my god, my phone's dead. My phone's dead. When has that ever happened to... What did I do all day? I think I just left it unlocked. Has this ever happened to you? Like, you didn't do anything on your phone, but you just, like, left it unlocked, and then you realised that it died, and then you're like, wow. So, my phone died last night as well, and I got so many tweets from people, like, last night, after I uploaded the videos with Tyler, and then I didn't see them, and then I woke up in the morning after charging my phone, I was like, get my phone out, and then I was like, okay, so I've been tweeted by John, Connor, Tyler, PJ, YouTube. Oh, the list goes... I was like, I need to do some replying today. So, yep, that was funny. What was I talking about? Oh, FK Twigs. I'm Your Doll is pretty great. In Time is amazing. I love that it's a bit trappy and how it's not as kind of like serious opera singing as a lot of her other songs. And it's a bit clubby, if you know what I mean. Like the hook in the club, in the rave, every day. It's good. Glass and Patron, best song, in my opinion. Absolutely incredible song, incredible video, makes me want to die, and Mother Creep is just amazing, and it's so good. It's probably the one that I was most excited to listen to because it was new for the first time with the EP. Also, Dr. Dre. Any Dr. Dre fans out there? He released an album called Compton. That was pretty good. Obviously, all the best parts of the album were Kendrick's verses, because Kendrick is just the smartest and best guy out there. And I mentioned Lana Del Rey, didn't I? Yeah. Hi, on the beach. Hi, Dan, how are you? Good, thanks, Broken Helter, how are you? Dickie, Miller, and Kate, everyone's like, give me a nickname in the chat. Is this a thing? Is this a thing that I started? Quality opinion on anything. You need to get as much information on it as possible. You need to hear one side of the step back and try to attempt with no bias at all to decide what you think is the most logical. It's very controversial, a lot of people talking about it. And because people are kind of lazy, and they're not sides, they just want to vent their emotions by having an internet fight about something. So people aren't interested in quality conversation or debate about anything. That's why good debates, like, I don't think that becoming YouTube, and it does a lot of discussion, but it doesn't even, I feel like it doesn't even go far enough, and then it always ends in Ben. Zayn kind of fell into that trap. See how I fucking came back to that after an hour? It's like, so the situation was an awful meme account that just like, they tweeted a picture that was like, Taylor Swift complains that she wants people to be that she has, and that's fine. And the thing is, that is on its own, is a perfect example of what seems like a really good point on whether or not Taylor personally cares for her own bank account, whether she wants people to buy her music. But she was just saying, are strangling small musicians and all the people in the music industry that aren't at the top. You know what I mean? It's like, the people the people right at the top, the celebrity artists have millions of dollars, but then all the people that worked on their album don't. They're just on a salary by the music labels. And it's these people that, when the music industry isn't making any money anymore, they're the people that suffer. And I think what Taylor was standing for was, all these other people, these young bands that want to survive, the next Taylor Swift might never become Taylor Swift because these days, whatever. And, I'm not expressing my opinion on that because I don't know enough about it and I don't care that much. It's not my problem. But Calvin Harris tweeted back at Zayn, quite rightly, saying like, oh, so, it's the problem with that stupid meme that was posted, like, Taylor says this, whereas Miley's good for saying this, is like, it's all well and good that people with billions of dollars don't care about people buying their music because they've already got it, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, you've got yours, well, therefore forget it. It's not about, hey, I've got mine, so forget everyone else's problems. It's about being considerate of all the other people. So I think Calvin Harris tweeted Zayn back saying that, and then Zayn, I don't know, like, I'm scared of opinions or saying bad things about anybody, but just like, Zayn didn't look great, you know what I mean? Like, Calvin seemed quite polite, and like obviously he was defending his bae and making a good point, calmly having a debate. That's what Calvin was trying to do. He was like, I see a flaw in your logic, here's another thing. And then Zayn got like mad that it was a fight, and it was like, oh, dude. And then Louis Tomlinson, like, I can't remember, like, favorited Calvin Harris's tweet or something, which, like, whatever. Know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I mean? So, like, the thing is, the reason why you don't see me just jumping on every single debate bandwagon that happens on the internet is because you can't have a good conversation about anything on Twitter. It's just a tennis match of shit opinions that fit into 140 characters. And it doesn't mean that anyone's right, it doesn't mean that anyone's clever or anything, it's just awful. And I look at these things and I'm just shaking my head, because most of the time what infuriates me is people who I agree with are hurting their own arguments, because, like, the way that they're trying to fight their side of the like, opinion battle is, like, in a really dumb way, like they lose their temper or something. And I just, like, things deserve, like, really... It's like when I make a video about the internet is mean, when I said... E-Online. See, I'm out of the loop just because, like, I don't sit on the internet because things make me really upset very easily, just because I get annoyed at people that have bad opinions. There's way too much bad news out there in the world. And just for my own mental health, cheeky me, did you see that there? Out of the loop. So breaking news. People that have never watched a YouTube video don't understand YouTube. I mean, like, is there any point in getting mad about something that's just, like, so stupid? Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously we should be mad and disappointed, but, like, it's not even a surprise. Like, the reason that I don't really care about the E-Online thing is it's not even a surprise. It's like, are you surprised? it's like, obviously, they're going to say something dumb like that. I mean, they might not have. They might have been good. They might have actually educated themselves. They might have actually tried to think before they wrote a really, like dumb opinion about whatever. But I'm not surprised. And it's just like, I read a lot of news. I'm very aware of all the happenings in the world. Like, I know there's so many awful things happening everywhere that it's often very hard for me to care about trivial things. You know what I mean? It's like, at the end of the day, you know, if I'm watching the actual news and seeing what's like happening on the news, and then I go on Twitter and what everyone's talking about is an Eon lineup, it's like, I don't care that. It's like, I'm like, you know, whatever. But do you know any words in Russian? No. I fell down an escalator today, said Irish girl. Oh, no. Do you have an escalator scar like I did? Oh, my. Dan, you're amazing. That's very nice. Thank you, Kazunik. Kazunik. Please collab with Troy. List of people that it's kind of weird I haven't collaborated with yet. I fell off a stage, said Shia. Are you okay? Do you have a stage scar? Make me a nickname. What's that about? Did you freak when you met yourself at Summer in the City? I was like, wow, is this what it's like to be someone slightly shorter than me looking at me? Because that's like, yeah, I need to stop. I need to cut my feet off or something. How are you today, Dan? I'm not. Someone in the vicinity of this apartment is frying onions with spices in a pan. That's a very specific smell, like the slight smell of, but it's masala. Someone is cooking a masala with garam masala shaken into a, what a specific smell. Wow, really Dan dogs, obviously. It's the only thing I know. That's a, is my house on fire? No, it's leaking through the floorboards, people. The floorboards. It's 3 AM, get out. It's 10 where I am. I was a bit late because I was inserting batteries into my Magic Mouse pad, so I can hang. I can hang for a bit. But what the F is E-Online? Exactly. If you don't know and they don't know, isn't that a beautiful meta studio, and see a bunch of people waiting outside to take some photos with some E-Online hosts and be like, I don't get it. I'm 5'2". I'm shorter than everyone. You might grow. Or stilts. There's always stilts. People get very emotional about. You know what I mean? When will you get off? Can you make a back to school video? Perhaps I should in September. What angle of school have I not covered? Because I made How Not to Survive School, which has a shit ton of views. Wow. What did I even talk about? Minion Yaoi. Is that what I should talk about in regards to school? The Minion Yaoi Guide to Starting School Again. And now I feel like someone put some cheese in the pan or some. I smell cheese. Wow, I need to close that window. I'm getting hungry. I can't have cheese. Anyway, studying for GCSEs. Nice. Dan's Guide to Studying. That'd be pretty boring. How to Survive. Made a video about that. Get on it, people. Have you not watched my entire back catalogue? Joking. Freshman advice. Stationery hall. Yes, obviously that's what I should do. Okay. Interesting. Fight me IRL. Let's go. I accept the challenge. I'm seeing you in Brighton. Are you, Melissa? It's going to be fun. It's Halloween. WTF is going on with Zayn. He needs a chill. But are we forgiving of Zayn? The thing is, if Zayn said, you know what, maybe I was a bit too hot-headed in my responses to Calvin. Sorry, mate. That's when it's, you know what? Then you completely forgive. That's how to do that. Anyway, did you put the peanut butter in the fridge? Do I put peanut butter in the fridge? Yes. Yes, I do. I do. I don't think that's a weird thing. Hi, Darla, and the other person whose message I just accepted. Oops, you're my favourite person in the world. I love double-clicking. Shout out to you, specifically. Can you say hi, Itzel, please? That's a frog race. What do you think about Dan and Stampy and Phil games? Stampy and Phil games, yeah? It would be much better. I've actually had a lol on that. I know not all of you would be interested in Pop Jam, but just for those of you that were, it is funny and silly, you know. Cliques. Talk about cliques at school. Form your own clique of nerds that spend all the time on the internet and then don't care about what everyone else at school is doing. Make a Snapchat. I can't get to Bob John. Tips on moving school. That nearly turned into an accent then. Why do you keep your shoes in your room? People are weird. Because I have too many shoes to leave in the hall. I have quite a lot of shoes. I feel like I need like one more pair of shoes. Just like some white trainers of some kind. You know, I'm on the prowl. Waffles or pancakes? Nice. Waffles. English pancakes. French pancakes, I should say. Delia pancakes. Crepes. Pretty good. Or waffles. Waffles are pretty good because they're crunchy. You know what I mean? Crunchy waffle. Jeremy Scott, no. I'm not getting poodle trainers. I love the shoes you're wearing. That's Summer in the City. Thank you. What size are your feet? Too big. Marzia spent about half an hour just reacting to how big my shoes were. And she's not even that small. What can I say? Can you wish me a happy birthday, Dan? Happy birthday, Mini Marty. Me AF. What was you? That, indeed. What's your favourite Kanye album? My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. 10 out of 10. For defo. I think so. How's your hand? Recovered now. Recovered quite instantly after the... Why did you fave your own tweets, said Catherine? I noticed that. That was an accident. So easy to do on the app. Oh my god. It's so easy to do so many things on the app. Following people all the time, just by scrolling. Rate being shocked by Tyler out of 10. 8 of surprise, definitely. Was Zayn's Minion tweet relatable? That was quite incredible. I always find it really funny when a astronomically famous and completely unrelatable celebrity tweets about something really hilariously normal, like, wow, do people not like Minions? It's like, you're part of my world! You know, I mean, that's why that's funny. Are you a feminist? Said Sophia. Absolutely. If, you know, depending on whether you're going by the stupid definition of people that don't understand it or the actual one. Do you have big hands? Yeah, disgusting hands. Can I have a null nickname? I don't understand, like, are you a feminist? No? What does that mean? Feminists suck. It's happening right now. I'm not even getting into this. Wow. Okay. Can I have a cool name? Not now. Jesus. Yeah, let's start that now. No. Will Dan ever make a huge video about how in the last 2 years, as a result of things like Gamergate and other things, feminism has gone from being a perfectly understood concept to almost being this joke that people circle jerk against out of a place of complete misunderstanding and ignorance about what it is and why it's important. Just like when jokes about things that are funny and go too far end up, you know, going into, you know, take an ignorant person and take an important issue, then take jokes about the important issue, and then put, you know, you have someone who has the knowledge about the important issue and the jokes and gets them both, and then you have someone that doesn't understand the important issue and then just hear the jokes, and then it's kind of like their entire perception of it is just the jokes, and how honestly, like, terrifying and dangerous that is, and it just makes me panic about the future of humanity. So I'm gonna go, maybe, I have a long list of things. I'm so busy. I made a 7-second challenge app. We worked so hard on it. We made a book, which is the thing that Phil and I, we've worked the most incredibly hard on anything in our entire lives. We've finished the book. It's being printed. We're going to start promoting it soon. The book is everything I ever dreamed it would be. The tour is going to be soon. My God, you aren't ready. You know, trying to make Dan and Phil trying to make videos on Dan is Not on Fire that, despite, you know, whether or not they are good, I worry about if they are. And then, you know, there's so many things, so little time, you know, so many things I want to talk about and do and things. One day, who knows? And an existential crisis in between. Okay, I'll say goodbye to a couple people. Shout out to That Maddie Dork for being #1 in the chat today. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you to all of the people in the chat for being lovely, for tipping me, for sending little thumbs up signs. Thanks for watching, spending an hour of your Tuesday with me. I very much appreciate it. And yeah, watch Madonna's Not on Fire video if you haven't seen it yet. Good video with Tyler Oakley, and the 7-second challenge one that I made with him on his Tyler Oakley YouTube channel. Look forward to some gaming videos. And yeah, ciao dudes, thank you for joining me.